We'll see the defending world champion Boston Celtics facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. On our sideline, David Aldridge. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Gets it to go from 18 feet. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there. Pure power.
And we could feel that one all the way over here. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And using the defender's aggression against him, Gilgeous-Alexander with a savvy move.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
An outstanding transition player. When Gilgeous-Alexander is on the attack, good luck trying to contain him.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And so just over a minute and a half played. That's to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Now here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And what a luxury to run pick and rolls with Porzingis. He can roll to the basket or pop out for that jump shot.
Now here's Caruso. Here's Holmgren. That three off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's Brown missing. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this, and one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. We'll see how they approach it. Kevin?
Thanks so much, David.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Dort, left side. Holmgren can't hit.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Pass to Tatum. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. And here's Holiday. Back to Porzingis. The kick out to Tatum. Porzingis with the ball. Holiday with the three. Busted. No good that time either. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Three-pointer. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's on Porzingis.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands how to draw contact, especially when he's looking to score.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Boston trailing. Outside, White. Over in the corner, Brown. Going inside. Brown jams it in.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 points. That one goes.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Holiday with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to White. It's Brown on the wing. A three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 5 now.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off the ball.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. A three from Porzingis. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder out in front, up 1. And for 2. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
Buries the long-range jumper. Stan, we have so many great players in this NBA. I mean, every night, from top to bottom, each roster, there are so many great players. But in your opinion, who is the toughest to game plan against?
Wow, that is a tough question because there's so many of them where there's no good answers. You know, let's take Jokic, for example. If you play him one-on-one, he's going to score virtually every time. If you come in, double team him, send the second defender, he's going to make the right pass all the time. There's no way to absolutely stop him. You just do the best you can to limit their team.
The great ones always have answers, don't they, Stan?
If they didn't, Kevin, they wouldn't be the great ones.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow. Thank you for the report. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Here's Holmgren. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Celtics trailed by 5. Over in the corner, Brown. Outside, Porzingis. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Brown. The Thunder with another miss.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Back to Porzingis. The kick out to Brown. 5 on the clock. Trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And check out Porzingis being sly with the pump fake there, pulling his man in close.
And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. An easy 2 points on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
The kick out to Williams. Over in the corner, Caruso. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, how about the slam there from Gilgeous-Alexander? He loves getting that type of positioning down low.
Again, the miss by the Celtics.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Outside, Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. The screen from Brown. The Celtics working the ball around now. Back to Porzingis for 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Celtics trailed by 4. Now White, defended by Caruso. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Caruso. Here's Hartenstein. And he banks in the layup. Hartenstein's got his first points of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. So it's the Thunder now. 6-point game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebound by Drew Holiday. Here's Horford. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Dort wide open. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. They're still together. Horford, no luck. Oklahoma City leading by 10. Screen by Hartenstein. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Here's White. And the shot goes down.
Well, the efficiency is there, but not the volume. He needs to start doing this every trip down the floor to close the gap.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. 3-pointer. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
To the middle. And stolen by Horford. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Yep, that one goes.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
And, Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history. Ever since halftime, they've played precision basketball on the offensive end.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Hey, Brown can sky with the best of them. Terrific athlete.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
On defense, the Celtics trailing by 10. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drive, something to admire.
And it goes down 2 points.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. .56 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Outside, Horford. Back to Tatum. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Hits the three-point bomb.
And, guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear. He's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holiday with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Holiday's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The three from Tatum. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had it. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Celtics trail by 15. And here's Holiday to the paint. He had stolen by Dort. Wallace with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. A wide open look here for Caruso. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
And the defense hates to see it. Tatum putting on a little bit of a show with that jam.
Outside, Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple. Oklahoma City leads by 16. Williams attacking. And the slam by Williams.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Out to Wallace from deep three-point territory.
With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Pass to Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Well, it's fair to say we can expect a bruising battle between these two, Grant.
Yeah, these are two teams that dare you to bring the ball at them. They both feast on the defensive side, so don't expect any scoring records broken in this one.
Now here's Porzingis. Outside, Brown. Pass to Tatum. Finished off by Tatum.
You see the level of verticality that Jason Tatum brings to the table. Nice.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by Holiday. Dort outside. Now Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. To the inside. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Some solid defense from Williams.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
It's stolen by Tatum. Outside Porzingis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Here's Brown. And the jam by Brown.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish and transition, nice and easy.
Back to Holmgren. Outside for Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Pass to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, as a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
Porzingis sets a screen. Holiday with the ball. Now guarded by Holmgren. Kick out to Brown. And here's White. Clock at 6. Outside Holiday. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul of the game.
He didn't have his feet planted.
1:56 left in the first. They kick it out to Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Porzingis has got 7.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Now here's Dort. Yet to see a basket. Williams on the wing. Shot clock at 5. This one for 3. The shot by Dort, no good. Boston leading by 10. Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Jrue Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Jrue Holiday is elite, period.
And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Thunder trail by 10. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Gilgeous-Alexander up top. Still without a bucket. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
This guy is as strong as they come. Lou Dort is a menace on the window.
Here's Holiday. And the Celtics another 3.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan is solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Oklahoma City shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve. You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
On the wing, Holiday. Oh, and he hits it at the buzzer!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a...
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Tatum can't hit. Thunder trail by 11. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league. And it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. And Doris, no doubt about it, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is an absolute monster on offense.
Very quietly, one of the most dangerous offensive players in the game is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got size, he's got speed, he's got handle. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is a legit force. You do not want to give up passing lanes off the screen. How about Jason Tatum with a decisive look there?
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. SGA takes it himself. Dort for 3. Drops in the 3. Dort's got 5.
Being ready on the catch, such an important skill, and Luke Dort's confidence really starting to grow.
Right side, Brown. Outside, Holiday. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. Give him 8.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays. One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. Outside Tatum. Outside Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Late clock, the Celtics got to hurry here. White can't hit. Thunder trail by 11. It's hauled in by White. Pass to Porzingis. And stolen by Williams. Here's Holmgren. Ooh, Chet with a big finish.
And in transition, Holmgren has speed, but he also plays under control.
Now here's Holiday. to the middle. Here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
A bit undersized. His hops make him a legit small ball 4.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Inside. Williams from long range. Sinks it from distance.
3.
Williams has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. All right, Grant, give it to us straight here. What's the deal with star treatment in the NBA, you think?
Star treatment? What is that, B.A.? No, I think some players have a reputation which might help them on 50-50 calls. And you could argue that some players have a reputation that hinders them on the 50-50 calls. So it really just all depends.
Dort up top. Pass to Holmgren. From downtown. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside Tatum. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Jalen Williams.
Tatum has worked very hard to improve his finishing game, and that includes sometimes taking contact and earning a trip to the foul line.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And so Tatum nails both of them. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Outside Porzingis. Well, Doris, you watch Kristaps Porzingis at the defensive end. He changes a lot of shots.
There is no doubt, B.A. At 7'2", it isn't just simply about sending shots back. It's about changing the trajectory. But I think, as importantly, guys don't want to go in the lane because of his presence.
This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA, and the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Clock at 2. Hartenstein. Tatum pulls it in. Boston leading by 11. Porzingis sets a screen. Brown with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Well, we know that when Kristaps Porzingis is in rhythm, he can string together a stretch of play where he is sustaining an offense.
Oklahoma City shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he drops the first. Both free throws good from Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 6 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Here's Brown. And so it's Boston closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back after this word. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. To the paint. Down low, Holmgren drops it in.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Outside, Brown. Pass to Cornette. And here's White. Cornette sets a screen. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Brown with a screen. Outside White. Here's Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
Williams on the wing. Down low. Here's Holmgren. Caruso outside. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. And it's Holmgren missing. Celtics lead by 11. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Boy, what you really like about Porzingis going end-to-end, he does it under control, right? This guy is 7 feet and masterful in space.
Personal foul. First team foul.
The 3 from Holmgren. The shot no good. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Here's Tatum. Tatum drops the hammer.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Daigneault said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. Back to Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Williams with it. Picked up by Tatum. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. White for 3. Buries it from 3. White's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. And it's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Thunder trail by 16. Pass to Holmgren. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Holmgren. It's hauled in by White.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line. Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Dort outside. From outside the arc. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. There's the triple. Connects from downtown. Hauser's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
Such a reliable threat from range. You'd think the defense might key on him a little bit more.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. To the middle. Now here's Holmgren. He's got 10. Over Porzingis. 4 on the clock. Caruso with the bucket.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
Here's Hauser. Back to Tatum. Pass to Holiday. Porzingis for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Here's Williams. On the wing, Caruso. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Boston. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Hauser. For 3. Russo grabs the board. It's stolen by Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And so it's Boston in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They hold. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Boston leading by 13. Now Holiday. They kick it out to Porzingis. Tatum inside. Pass to Porzingis. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And the expression, not enough touches to go around. Do the Celtics risk falling into that trap, Doris?
Well, first and foremost, B.A., if that's a problem for you, it's a good one to have. I think the key here is with all the weapons available, you have to have some personal sacrifice. And to this point, this team has been willing to do that.
Tatum with a steal. And he hammers it down right in the face of Jalen Williams.
Yeah, the handle of Jason Tatum is special, and he has tightened that handle over the course of years.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
And there's the whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's foul number 2 for him. And here's Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. From deep. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
Well, the three-point shooting of Kristaps Porzingis is so prolific. You've got to guard him out there.
Williams uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Working close, find a way to score.
Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
We've got to get this guy in the dunk contest. Jaylen Brown taking flight with that insane athleticism.
To the wing on the left. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul so far. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. To the paint. Here's Dort. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
They kick it out to Porzingis. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his 1st foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. For 3. Boston with a rebound. Brown with it. And it's Dort picking him up. Brown with it. Outside Porzingis. Clock at 6. And stolen by Caruso. Tatum pulls it in. And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. They lead by 17. Got a piece of it. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And he commits the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Outside, Williams. It's Dort on the wing. The three.
Well, to me, that's the wingspan of Jaylen Brown bothering shooters. This guy gets right in their space and throws them off balance.
The drive by Tatum. Here's White. Williams grabs the board.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Pass to Caruso. Back to Williams. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That'll be a second foul of the game. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Holmgren to win the drought. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Celtics.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Jason Tatum.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
White on the wing. To the inside. Porzingis. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And, of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a
It's the Celtics from Boston who find themselves on the road here today for an interconference battle. Bringing you another edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
I've ever seen John make a three.
At guard, 6'6", number 2.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it.
We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Now, here's Tatum. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Pass to Holiday. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
Strong finish by Brown. He doesn't mess around that close to the rim.
On the wing, Williams. No good with the triple.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Tatum. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Pass to Holmgren. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I talked with head coach Mark Daigneault. Now, of course, I asked Coach what his plan was about defending Jason Tatum, and he said, I told our guys just to play smart, to play up on him, but not get baited into fouls, and try to get a hand in his face. That's a difficult challenge for any defense, so we'll see what happens tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Thunder shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Now here is Holiday. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And the Celtics with possession here. 4-point game.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Pass to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is set.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Here's Tatum after the made shot from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
You got to stay in front of Porzingis, especially when he rolls out of the pick and roll. Even though that's not a guarantee, you're going to stop it.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. It's tipped. Stolen by Holiday. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Jump ball.
White with it. Williams picks him up. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. Now, here's Porzingis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Holmgren.
Some people call Porzingis a unicorn, and they're not wrong. His terrific stature and his shooting ability, that is a rare combination.
All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 to shoot. Over to the wing. Williams with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Fires from way outside. Goes up again. Holmgren can't hit.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Daigneault for a minute. Coach said they want to force Jason Tatum to uncomfortable spots on the floor. Now, they recognize those spots are few and far between, but Coach wants to keep Tatum out of the paint specifically. If his team can do that and force Tatum to shoot more from outside, they feel relatively good about their chances. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Well, at 6'6", SGA absolutely has the size to get up there and throw it down.
Here's Porzingis. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot from 12. Rebound, Boston. Brent, it seems like throughout his career, Gilgeous-Alexander has an answer to whatever the defense might throw at him.
Well, the defenses don't have answers to stop him, Kevin. I know that. This guy is so quick with the basketball. He's so good at adapting on the fly with the ball, getting around the initial defender to make plays. Superstars have that quality. SGA has it in spades.
Porzingis with the ball. Williams picks him up. Tatum wide open. He fires one. No good on the 3. Pass to Holmgren. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
And here is Tatum. Out to White. Rebound by Williams. Oklahoma City trailing. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Out to Porzingis. Back to Tatum. Pass to Brown. Tatum with it. Now Porzingis. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
CTH. Can't teach height. Porzingis is big and completes the play.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication.
Checking in for the Celtics.
The Celtics with the lead.
Al Horford. Sam.
Pass to Hauser.
Peyton Pritchard.
The screen from Brown. Here's Pritchard. Caruso grabs the miss. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Nobody's catching SGA on the fast break. Nobody.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And a new group in for the Celtics. Now here's Tatum. He has yet to score. Porzingis high post. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in.
Oh, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Porzingis with the block. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brown.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on
it. 11 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Hands it from downtown.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Thunder lead by 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Celtics trailed by 5. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is.
He's listed at 6'5", but Brent, Jalen Williams seems so much bigger than that on the floor.
Yeah, Kevin, one of those guys that has more presence on the floor than the measurements you look at on paper. This guy plays bigger. He's got a great frame. He's got great strength. He's got great poise. And there are a lot of people who are going to recognize just how talented Jalen is.
White a screen. It's White on the wing. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. That shot misses. Good D by Holmgren. Taken away by Holiday. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
A guy with no quit in him. Brown stays on the attack and is well rewarded.
The Celtics have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Out guarded by Porzingis. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Here's Holiday. Still yet to score. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's White. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, "We've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup." Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. Out to White. Back to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 to shoot. The kick out to Tatum. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
That's to Porzingis. Good. Score the basket. Mark him 4 for 8, shooting 50% so far.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
The offensive rebound. Holmgren with it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dort. Here's Holmgren. Makes it off the glass. Holmgren's got 9.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
Holiday left side. Porzingis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low. And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. It's good from long range. 6 points for him.
7'3" is Porzingis, and he can see everywhere on the court. Trust me, everywhere. Nice zip pass there.
Holmgren wide open. Again, Oklahoma City.
Hard to leave any player that wide open from that distance.
White wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 6-point game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Celtics on offense.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Yeah, every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
This is why Tatum is a volume 3-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
And he recovers it. Holmgren can't hit. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Thunder up 3. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Thunder leading by 3. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. And He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Cornette. White looking around to the inside. Tatum.
Tatum good for at least one highlight finish a night. This guy is box office.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times. The kick out to Tatum. Outside White. Here's Cornette. Hasn't made one yet. White, good.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open three when he's got it.
And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
This is what Gilgeous-Alexander does. He attacks you relentlessly.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to talk to his guys. With a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Gilgeous-Alexander pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And here is Williams, guarded by Tatum. Down low. Here's Hartenstein.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it attacks an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
It's to Holiday. Inside. Here's Cornette. And out of bounds as the Thunder gain possession.
Checking in for the Celtics.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read. Calls his own number and then sends it home.
Back to Holiday. Caruso with the steal. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin, Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together.
Gilgeous-Alexander's nothing if not a creator. He can make that pass in his sleep.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
First free throw is good. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yep, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Pocket 4. Here's Hartenstein. And Tatum pulls it down. Celtics trailed by 7. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, this is a big-time night for Porzingis. He's really fun when he gets going like this.
Here's Wiggins. Here's Hartenstein. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Hartenstein's got 6.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
Here's Pritchard. Still scoreless. Tatum's shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Outside, Dort. Back to Wiggins. Out to Wallace. Uncovered. With the second effort on the wing, Wallace. They get the rebound. Caruso with the ball. Wiggins outside. The 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Wiggins has got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Austin with the ball. Outside Holiday. Screen by Porzingis. Lets it go with the 3. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Celtics trail by 10. Nice defense from Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Tatum.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Now here's White. To the middle. Right side Tatum. Clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder leading by 12. Williams, that's good.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Outside, Porzingis. Lost it. No good that time either. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Gilgeous-Alexander does a good job of just staying aggressive, and that just forces the defense to do something.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Thunder.
Guys, they've done everything they can in this one to just dominate that backboard offensively and keeping control of the ball and then converting.
The kick out to Holiday. Here he goes. Pass to Tatum. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the foul on Drew Holiday. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The kick out to Williams. Here's the triple. Dort misses.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Right side Holiday. Porzingis high post. 4 on the clock. Out to White. Buries it from 3-point range.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Well, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Mid-range is where he makes the money. So when he's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Mr. Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Outside White. Celtics passing it around. They get it back. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Sometimes you do a little extra work, something good comes your way, and Porzingis cleans up that offensive rebound.
Holmgren. Holmgren on the follow. And the Thunder lead by 14.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Oklahoma City.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Holiday, no one around him. And Holmgren pulls it down. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better bet. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And joining us from the sidelines is David Aldridge. We're live from Boston. It's the home of the Celtics.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
6 on the shot clock.
And a long wind-up and strong follow-through on the one-hand jam.
Yeah, he's not going to mess that one up. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul First team foul.
Tatum looking around. And he banks in the layup.
Nice little finish there inside from Tatum. He is so quick to get up when he's near the rim.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Holmgren. And yes, it's good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Screen by Porzingis. No one near him. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Caruso. Shoots over White. Caruso, no good. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task, guys.
Thanks, David. Brown. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract.
And Brown drops them both.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
Holmgren wide open. And the 3 off target.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And nice use of size by Porzingis inside. Able to practically play on top of the D.
Out to the right wing. For 3, Holmgren. And Tatum pulls it down. Nice shot by Porzingis.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
1:52 left in the first quarter. And he hits the jump shot. Porzingis has got 6.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Now here's Caruso. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Holmgren. No good.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
The textbook positioning there for Porzingis. Once he's established it, he's going to have the advantage and able to finish that one above the rim.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
A bad attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. For three, Williams hits the three-point bomb. Williams has got his second basket.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Brown. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Here's Holmgren. Yeah, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
The Thunder, 11.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Celtics.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
Pass to Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Porzingis can't hit. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a three-point game. Back to Dort. Here's the three. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And when you have Dort on your side, this is what he brings on the offensive end. Great off the catch and fire.
Screen by Porzingis to the left wing. Lets the three fly. And Tatum stays with it.
And that's simply Tatum making the hustle play, wanting it more than the opposition.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his third foul of the game. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Right a screen. A three from Porzingis. Knocks down the three ball. Porzingis has got 13 points.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Blocking foul called on Drew Holiday. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Celtics on D. 3-point lead. At the top of the key, Holmgren. Top of the key jumper, no good. Porzingis inside. Good D by Holmgren. Pass to Caruso. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Over to the wing. Now Holmgren. He's got 6. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Back to Tatum. Nice defense from George.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
So they take the lead. Caruso's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
This one for 3. Porzingis can't hit. The Thunder with the lead. Down low. Williams. And here is Caruso. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And how about that? Snuck in off the baseline and then the sensational reverse.
How pretty was that? Athletic basketball with a little bit of flair mixed in.
What a flush. Great athleticism from Brown.
It's a close game here in Boston. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. .46 seconds left now here in the second. To the middle. Holmgren gets the bucket. That's 12 points for Chet Holmgren.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
Pass to Porzingis. Shoots the 3. The Thunder pull it in.
Yeah, and he seems to have lost his rhythm all of a sudden. This has not been his quarter.
And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession here. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
There they are. Make some noise for Celtics Entertainment.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
Attention fans, now on the court is your high squad. Get loud and listen.
The Celtics making a switch here. Here's Hartenstein. Got a hand on it. Right side Tatum. Inside. Here's Cornette. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Nice pass inside, making things easy for him.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Here's Hartenstein. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Boston trailing. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get them off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. To the paint, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof, but look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin. Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
A wide open look here for Caruso. And it's off from three-point range. Ball's knocked loose. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. To the paint. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. The kick out to Brown. And he drives in. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Left side, Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. The kick out to Williams. 6 to shoot. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Hartenstein. And the shot is long. The Celtics with the lead. Pass to White. Here's Tatum. The layup missed. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Craig, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Down low, Oklahoma City moving it around. Back to Hartenstein. Screen by Hartenstein. Dort misses. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. To the middle. Cornette. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups. And I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Pass to Caruso. Here's Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Guarded by Holiday. Here's the teardrop. Jason Tatum grabs the board. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Brown. Brown jams it in.
My goodness. Brown with the massive throwdown.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And that's collected by Drew Holiday. And the Celtics with possession here. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
screen by Hartenstein. Caruso with the ball. He's picked up by White. And here's Brown outside. Wow! Huge buzzer beater.
I did not think he was going to get that off in time.
He released it just in the nick of time. What a shot.
And so it's Boston with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, during the last break, here's what Mark Daigneault was telling his team. He said in the huddle, you got to play some defense in the paint. They're getting too much in there. Battle down low. Time to fight, guys.
Thanks, David. To the paint. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. There's Williams. He's off on that one. Great D that time from Tatum. Over to the left wing. Here's Hauser. And there are the Celtics with another basket. Under trailing by 12. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Caruso with the ball. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Caruso's got it back down to single digits for Oklahoma City. Here's Hauser. The shot. And they get it back. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Tatum a screen. Off target with his three. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Fires the three. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
3 points. And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. White, good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Tatum taking it in. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 7. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Pass to Holmgren. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Up top, Tatum. And stolen by Williams. And now Williams running the floor. That is a great finish!
Oh, my.
And such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing possible. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Here's Hauser. 5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Porzingis, it's a 2. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option now.
Pass to Williams. tied for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
White with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. White, good.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over in the corner, Caruso. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's White. Got it. Good job in the low post. And it's a 9-point Boston lead.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Pass to Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
Gilgeous-Alexander is so dangerous in these pick-and-roll sets.
It's the Celtics ball. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
White, good.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
It's the Celtics picking up the win. A confident win and one where they clearly show.